Now, this story is a bit of a personal story for me because I remember when I was training to be a teacher, I worked as a teacher's assistant. And during my time as a teacher's assistant, I actually had a student actually steal my phone. They stole my phone, and later that night, they called my dad up and demanded or said that, hey, we have your son kidnapped and we want a ransom of $500. True story. Now, I wasn't sure what to be more upset with, the fact that they're only asking for $500, that's all my life was worth, or the fact that they stole my phone. They stole my phone. How dare they? All I wanted to do was help them learn, and they stole my phone. Now check out this story here. They didn't steal this teacher's phone, but I think worse, they stole her wallet and used her credit card. And she felt like the district isn't their response is not as it's not appropriate. And so you'll join me in celebrating this teacher in demanding some accountability for this student. Let's check this out.
Charges against a student after she says someone stole her wallet and racked up credit card charges. This is First Alert 4 at 10. I'm Corey Stark.
I'm Samantha Jones. Only Morgan Harris spoke to the teacher who worries district leaders may be trying to sweep this under the rug.
I am a middle school art teacher, which is a dream job if you love arts.
And Tammy Huggins says her dream job is what she's doing now, teaching middle school students art at Mason Clark in East St. Louis.
I don't think teachers get the respect that they deserve. We work very hard, and we don't really make a whole lot of money.
Respect, something Huggins says she didn't get from a 13-year-old student earlier this month.
And I kept telling her, you have to get away from my desk, you're making me uncomfortable. But I didn't think nothing of it until Friday night.
Friday, March 21st is when Huggins says she started receiving texts from her credit card company about several purchases.
I saw there was a $220 charge for Shein and immediately went to check my purse. I was like, oh, Shein, I know who did this.
Huggins claims her suspicions were confirmed after several students told her their classmate bragged about stealing her wallet and making several Shein and DoorDash purchases.
So obviously, very, very sad. As you can see here, we have a teacher, one of our own, who's dedicated, passionate about doing what they do. And, you know, her trust has been violated. As you can see, she said, yeah, there's a level of disrespect. And so obviously, it's only appropriate, it's only fitting that she would want consequences for that student. And me as a principal, absolutely, I want consequences for that student as well. And I would definitely do the very best I could to make sure that we send that message via severe consequences for doing such a thing. Let's keep going.
The principal said, quote, the family wants to make you whole. She wants to apologize. And he gave me the one credit card.
An apology Huggins refuses to accept. She says she hasn't received her credit card, wallet, nor the $200 she had inside. Huggins says she believes East St. Louis School District 189's administration wants her to just let it go, something she says she just won't be able to do.
Now, obviously, we're only getting one side of that. As you can imagine, the district's not going to say anything. The district's not going to engage in any interview with news media. They're not going to do that. So we've only got one side of it. But I would say, again, I served as principal. And one of the things that I told my teachers is I'll never forget. I'll never, ever, ever forget what it was like to be a teacher. And I was very, very teacher friendly as an administrator. And so I'm not sure how the administration arrived at this, if this is in fact exactly how it went down. I definitely feel like there needs to be more. This doesn't look like making the teacher whole, and so something else needs to be done, in my opinion.
I spend a lot of my own money to make sure they have supplies for what I want to do. You know, I'm a teacher. I live paycheck to paycheck. And $200 to a principal maybe is nothing, but $200 is the difference between me buying the sticker for my car and not buying the sticker for my car.
Powerful message there. Powerful message. It's unfortunate, but there you do have, in a lot of schools, you do have that sharp divide between principals and teachers, and she's driving that point home. It may not be a lot to you, but that's a lot to me, and that may be the determining factor if my plates are current or they're expired. That's something that could be a determining factor for me. That $200 means a lot to me. What about the $200?
And he just blew it off.
Huggins filed a police report with East St. Louis Police. She hopes the student and her parents will be held accountable.
I want them to come to the school. I want her arrested in front of everybody and make an example. So maybe these kids will take it seriously. If you do the crime, you're going to do the time.
Okay, so that's it. The story just goes on to say that they reached out to the school district, and of course, the school district is not going. They're not going to continue the discussion via the media. But again, hats off to this teacher. She's gone to the media and let them know this is what's going on. This is how the district has responded. Now, I hope that she's okay, because she's bringing some attention to herself. And as we all know, in education as teachers, we just want to be able to close our door and teach. We just want to close our door and do our job. We don't want our names at the top of administration's mind. Nope, just want to close our door and teach. So I can imagine. I am certain that in those principal meetings in that building, her name has come up once, twice, three times. Often her name has come up, but I mean, she needs to be made whole. I fully agree with that. And so I hope that that's what is done. So we'll continue to follow that story. I thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.